Take clothes off.
Chief Guardian of all, Speaker of the Last Word, Speakers and Friends of Rostrum. You might find that you disagree with me opening statements, because I'm going to say that you'll find it hard to believe that every one of us was born with 6 senses. Now, we all know what the 5 senses are, obviously. You can hear, you can see, some can see better than others. You can smell, and you can touch. How many of them? And of course you can speak. And again, some can speak much better than others. The 6th sense, common belief is that the 6th sense tends to remain dormant in the male, whereas the female seem to be able to develop their sense of intuitiveness on a natural basis. And I think it's because they probably feel a lot better than men do. They're very emotional. And apparently, as we've been taught, the brain is in 2 separate halves. One half is the unconscious side, and the other half is the conscious side. And apparently women find it quite easy to think in both sides of the brain, whereas apparently they say that men, the 6th sense tends to remain dormant. Now, coming full circle round to the body language consists as much of what you sense when you're listening to someone, because the very persona, their actual stance, and everything that they do betrays what they're thinking to a certain extent. Because I'm sure you've all watched politicians and said, he doesn't believe what he's saying. It's just a natural instinct that we never seem to develop. Now, when I saw the subject, I thought, well, who taught me to read body language? And then it clicked, and I thought, well, I very soon learned how to read my mother's body language. Because I knew immediately, if I'd been doing whatever I was doing when I was out, and I got home and I was met with this stuff, I thought, oh, well, here goes, it's lecture time. And the next thing is remember to duck. Because it's just something that you do get taught, and it's something where you use your 6th sense all the time. You don't actually realise that you're learning body language when it's happening. You don't fully appreciate it. And I can remember when I was studying, and I used to have to do my homework at home, of course, and I used to do it on the dining room table. And there was always the radio program on at the same time. And I discovered that the radio program never distracted me from the task that I'd been given on my homework. So consequently, I learned that it is possible to do 2 things at the same time. And that always stuck with me, and Well, I thought of a guessing game, and I don't know whether how I'm doing for time now, but I thought of a guessing game. I thought if I adopt my mother's poses, perhaps you could describe them in one word. I'll just try one.
Angry.
One word.
Trouble.
They're all relevant. But the word I was looking for, when she adopted this pose, I thought, well, she was thinking, I'm fed up to the teeth of telling you not to climb up on that wall. And if you fall off and break your leg, don't think you can come running to me.